Liftoff. United Launch Alliance, Vulcan rocket.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are watching from. I'm ThatSpaceDogeGuy, and welcome to today's live coverage of Long March 3B, once again from launch site number 3 at the Xichang Satellite Launch Center in China. Now, once again, we have our co-host for today, FaZe. Welcome.
Hello again.
Yes, he will be also here today to cover today's launch. It's gonna be a pretty cool launch. Probably we have 2 webcams set up for today, so it's gonna be double fun. The camera you're seeing now actually has sound, so although it's about 15 miles away, it should be pretty good in terms of launch sound. FaZe, I want to welcome you again as well. What exactly are we gonna launch today?
A Long March 3B with something towards geostationary space.
Do we have any guesses on the payload?
Based on last year, there's a good chance it's another TSDG satellite.
Another one. How many?
Another communications test. Yay!
Yippee! How many of the TSDG satellites are we gonna get? Because it's pretty much already.
I mean, at the start of last year, there was 14. This year, there are 23.
Wow. 23. Well, it's gonna be a long ride here again in terms of Long March 3B launches. Now, this will be the first Long March 3B of 2026. And I shouldn't leak stats, but yeah, it will be the first Long March 3B of 2026. That's all I'm saying, because the rest is for the end of the stream. And if y'all have watched yesterday's coverage, you know what I mean. Anyway, previous launch of the Long March 3B was actually the Xichang 4C. Just want to talk about that a little bit. We had cool footage of that, and of course, talking about the blue stripes that are gone on the Long March 3B. FaZe, what's up with that?
Further weight savings to optimize this already very old vehicle.
Yeah, so what were these blue stripes actually used for, and why were they on there so long?
Tracking. And before them, they also had little red squares like SLS has the black ones. But obviously tracking technology has improved so much that they don't need them anymore.
Yeah, it looks like it. So very cool that well, I mean, I don't know what people think of that. Have we seen people's comments on it in terms of the blue stripe being gone? Because for me it looks, I don't know, it still looks pretty okay to me.
It looks too smooth, but then again, I've got used to it on the Long March 8A and 7A.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had it on the 8A and 7A gone as well. So too smooth. That's something I will agree on. Anyway, we're now T-minus 6 minutes away until the launch of the Long March 3B. Now, I can confirm to you guys, it is launch site number 3. Heart of the Rocket saw it happen, and I have some kind of picture proof. I cannot show you yet. I will probably show it maybe on Twitter/X later if I can. Depending on what they tell us that we can do, because Chinese government, yippee. Anyway, yeah, 𝔽𝔸𝕀𝕃𝔼𝔻. 3B. Now, this is the this stage variant has 3 stages. In terms of different 𝔽𝔸𝕻 3B types, which has 4 stages actually, and the 4-stage version has been primarily used for Baidu backup satellites and satellites overall, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Now about 𝔽𝔸𝕻 3 launch variant. Face, do you have anything cool to tell us about 𝔽𝔸𝕻 3 in general? Because I know it's a pretty popular variant in terms of different rockets, I think.
I believe, if I'm remembering all of the statistics correct, this was the first non-series part of the Long March family launch vehicle to reach the milestone of 100 launches, followed by the Long March 2D about a half year later.
A half year later, so 𝔽𝔸𝕻 3B does have a lot in common for this.
And most of those launches were towards geostationary space, for its 115 today will be.
Interesting. Now about today's launch as well. Do we have the window? Do you know the window and what time it begins and ends? Corey, for the stream, by the way.
So the window has been running for the past 4 minutes, and it will run for the next 40.
40.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's a pretty
It's a
long
very
window.
long window.
Yeah, so they have a lot of time. And is this launch time 55 UTC? Is that once again a prediction, a guesstimate, or?
A guesstimate and the rumor on the ground.
Yes, the rumor on the ground. That is true. The rumor, actually, I can tell y'all guys. So Heart of the Rocket was out at Xichang. Of course, he's always 24/7. He lives there, around there. So he was out. He was just casually just walking around, and he asked some locals about today's launch because he really wanted to know the time. And that was actually bare an hour ago that he told us or told me at least. I told FaZe earlier that the launch time might be 4:56 UTC, but of course that is still a question and that is a rumor. As Heart of the Rocket just heard it around, and I'm wondering if it's 4:56 UTC, you might have to go around and listen more carefully, because that would mark some good stuff for the next 𝔽𝔸𝕻 3B launch in terms of guessing times. That would be very fun for us. Anyway, the launch countdown is actually now as well set for 4:56 UTC, so just in case it is 56 UTC and it launches, then that. Now of course it's still not sure if it's actually that launch time, of course, but who knows? Whoever predicted 55 was close to 50.
Regarding White Look, you see where those clouds are slightly illuminated from something below? Yeah. That's the launch site.
Interesting. And it's really bright too.
It's midnight, so
it's a bright launch site with a lot of lights then. Now I don't know what's up with this. Okay, well, anyway, I'm pretty excited for this one. Let's see, 1 minute 30 seconds. We're all patiently waiting until we see anything. I might have an extra long life too, if I feel good. I don't think Paige will be happy about that. Okay, a minute now. I'm gonna stay a little bit more quiet in case it does launch. I don't see anything on both webcams. I do have them open.
先留意一下，我们客服老师会给您
My bad. Oh. Ignition. And liftoff of a Longmarch 3B from the Xichang site launching during China. There it is. We'll see you there. Beautiful. Okay, let's listen in, guys, because we're probably gonna have pretty cool sound. Here we go. Okay, so a bit delayed with sound now. Of course, it's 50 miles away. Here we go. Now you can hear it. Okay, well that was the sound there. It seems like it's pretty quiet now. Wow, well, it was pretty okay visible, I can tell you that. Beautiful launch. I don't know. I don't have a T plus count anymore. I lost it. I freaking lost it. Hold on. There we go.
Well, we're comfortably into second stage flight.
Yes. Absolutely. And if y'all are craving for animations again, just give me a minute.
Oh, 遥测信号正常。
Oh, hold on. I'm just getting an animation ready. Not real time, guys, remember. I don't want to keep reminding that. Oh, that is disgusting. Hold on. What the hell? What happened to the text, guys? Anyway, so this is just an animation of what's expected to happen. Now, this is not real time, so it may or may not have happened yet. Absolutely. Am I seriously? Okay, well, we're T plus 4 minutes and 46 seconds. No problem, guys, as well for the live stream here. We try our best, of course, to, if we have the views, we will give you the views. Whatever. Whatever happens, we will try our best to give you the views. And now, earlier today, I was a little bit scared because we had some low-lying clouds which covered one of the cameras, but it seems like that cleared throughout the evening at the Xichang Island Center. So now, beautiful shots from, well, a real-time, not real-time video. This is actually from one of the Baidu flights, so it's not really the best of accuracy, but it kind of shows what is going on. Kind. Anyway, we're done with that now. So, coming up to 6 minutes, we will be ending our coverage. Now, of course, once again, before we end our coverage, Facey, do you have the stats?
Yes, I do.
Here we go.
So today was the 115th flight of the Long March 3B, the 627th flight of the Long March series, and China's 5th this year.
Yeah, it's the 5th launch of 2026. Now, thank you so much, Frazee, for coming on today's live coverage for the Long March 3B launch. Very, very thanks. Anyway, that will be it from me here. Was nice to have y'all on the stream. I see that the Artemis 2 mission overview news conference has started, so I'm gonna check that out, and we're just gonna end the coverage here. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back, I think we might be back for Long March 12 or an Electron mission, which is not even that far away. So that will be it from us. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you soon.